place where we wanted our children to grow up.
We are a community.
Temple Israel has really meant the world to me.
We want to be celebrated. May your name be consecrated. May your brilliance never fade from this magnificent world you made.
The door for door means that we're building for the future.
In our whole life and in the life of all Israel.
I love that they are growing up Jewish and that they know they are Jewish. We were in a position where we could join anywhere in St. Louis, and this was the place that we felt most welcome, and this is the place where we wanted our children to grow up. And you know, it's important to us that the temple is here for them as they grow and become adults and have their own families.
Hi, sweetie.
I certainly can't forget that this is where, I started to enjoy being Jewish so much. What I do now at Temple is I teach music every Sunday at Sunday school, and I'm also active in the youth group, TIFTY. I have a teacher at school whose daughter comes to Sunday school here, and we sang a song one day where they were all able to get up and get involved and get active and get moving, and I learned the next week that apparently I was silly. So I thought that was a very good I thought that was a fun moment. Though you are far beyond the sweetest song.
The one thing I want to impress on people is optimism, because optimism is catching, and it gets other people involved and inspired, and that's very important, to be optimistic. I can tell you, when we built this place, we didn't have the big contributions that we needed, but they built it anyway. And that's what this place has got to do if it wants to survive and be a viable part of the community.
I started out loving Jewish education by coming to religious school here, and some of my favorite teachers, Mrs. Stiefel and Dr. Young and Mr. Schnurman, they're all still here. When I look at my own confirmation picture, in part it's really special just teaching confirmation now and thinking about who I was back then when I was 16, and it helps me a lot working with our young people now and just reminding them and saying, here, look at me on the wall, I was just like you were not all that long ago.
I think we need to help each other and interact with one another. And so, having a committee that actually plans meals, prepares meals, goes out and shops for the ingredients is a lot better than, ordering it, from somebody, from a caterer, and having it delivered.
We cook it about a couple of times a year when things run low, and we decide what the recipe is going to be. And it works out very well, and we have people helping to cook, and the cooking is a fun session too. So we enjoy the camaraderie at that time, so it's all a lot of fun.
I worked as a Toranim in the Hebrew school, and I have to say that it was one of the best experiences I've ever had. I feel like growing up at Temple Israel and having such a strong Jewish background really led me to Brandeis, and I feel like I have a huge opportunity now to continue learning about my Jewish identity at Brandeis.
I've taught in temples and in shuls my entire life. It's been a great joy for me and a great pleasure, and I love having my hands still in. And each one of us, in our turn, must build and plant for the generation to come. So that I hope that this new development fund, although I may not see the flowering of the tree, I hope that the roots will be planted and be planted deeply in the soil of this congregation.
We could reminisce at length about how in the past 125 years, TI Jewishly touched so many lives. How TI was a force for so much good in our community, comforted so many grieving souls and troubled hearts.
You know, our purpose in sharing these stories of our glorious past is profound, but it's also important at this time to ask the question, what will become of our future?
I've been honored, too, to be a longtime member of the Temple Israel family, and hopefully to have had some role in helping you shape your Jewish journey at Temple Israel. But what follows now is an exciting new chapter in the journey that our congregation is going to take.
It is now time for us to determine our vision for TI's future. It is now time for us to dream and plan and design for the next generation of TI. It is now time for us to raise the money so that our vision will be realized and our vision will be secure. We will do it for our children and grandchildren and great-grandchildren. Join us now to make all of this a reality.
Thank you, TI.
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 Thank
Thank
you,
you, TI.